Welcome back to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property I'm excited to show you. This one is in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and it allows apartments, apartment complexes, lots of housing units, like 65 housing units goes here kind of land. So you could build apartments. I got this cartoon drawn up in the background of like some apartments on the land. Here's a bunch of apartment complexes that other people have built next door as examples. There's a whole bunch of them over here. And we're off a little street, and you could build a bunch more apartments on this property. So let's take a look at this one and see if you're interested. So let's jump in. I'm jumping in. We've got this one posted on Corexy.com. Corexy.com has all kinds of commercial properties, land, buildings, stores, all that good stuff, right? They've also got auctions. So we're going to jump up here. We're going to go to the auctions section of Corexy, and you can post your commercial properties on Corexy in an auction, and there's a whole bunch of them going right now. There's 53 properties on the board right now today when I'm making this video. It changes all the time. And they've got everything from drive-through locations to motels, hotels, retirement facilities, land, commercial, whatever real estate is on here. And I'm interested in the land, right? So they do auctions for land. Sign me up. So this property is the one we're talking about today. I got this one on the board. It says 8 acres of land, 8 acres of vacant land. It's multifamily, 2288 Appleberry Lane, Fayetteville, North Carolina. I just changed the logo to this nice green looking thing. And here we go. Let's jump into the listing on Corexy. So it says starting bid $25,000. No, it doesn't sell for $25,000. It's a starting bid at $25,000, and we let the price go from there. I mean, if it stays at $25,000, I'm going to buy it. So I think the bids are going higher than that. We've got Josh on the board here. Josh is our broker. Josh is the local, and he can answer lots of questions about the property and with local rules, regulations, and customs and what you can and can't do with the property and a lot of that stuff. He'll help run down the answers for you. Then we've got Audrey. Audrey's on deck to answer questions about the auction process. So the auction process of how to bid, when to bid, and all that fun stuff. Bidding starts, it says here, March 13th at 10 a.m. And so March 13th at 10 a.m. the bidding starts, and then I don't know what time that means. Maybe it's 10 a.m. on Wednesday, but I think it's March 15th the bidding ends. And the time can go if there's more bids happen, right? So talk to Audrey about how that process works and say, Audrey, I'd like to bid on this property. I want to build some apartment complexes and rent them out. And, or I want to, help somebody else do it. I want the property. I want the land. I want to make it happen. How do I bid? She'll set you up. She'll ask for liquid assets. You got to, prove that you could pay for this thing. This is an auction. We're asking for cash bidders. When you win with the highest bid, it says right above my head here, 10% or $10,000 participation deposit required, and earnest money deposit 10% of the winning bid amount. So they want skin in the game. They want real bidders to show up and make this happen. If you're a real bidder, talk to Audrey. She'll get you past the process and get you involved. So there's the property, there's the layout, and I wanted to show this. So the other thing it says here is 10 minutes to Fort Bragg. So 10 minutes to Fort Bragg. I wanted to point that out. Everything I've learned about this area and talking to anybody, it's all about Fort Bragg. So Fort Bragg is up here. I got this pulled up on Corexy's website. Fort Bragg is up here, this part of the city. This is Fayetteville. Fayetteville is the closest town to Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg has 30,000 service members or some number. I mean, throw it in the comments if you know what the real numbers are, but it's a lot of people. And then like another 20,000 civilian people that like work on the base and are some kind of, involvement. And then you got a whole bunch of other people that support those people. Like the whole town kind of lives off of this base and these people coming and going. And there's a big demand for housing is what I'm pointing at from Fort Bragg, people coming and going to Fort Bragg. And so more apartments in the area would help buffer people comings and goings and offer them a place to stay. And so this property is for apartments. This is where you can build apartments. And so if we go look at what's for sale on Crexy, I mean, I started looking, I can't find, I've looked for a long time, I can't find other, apartments go here, land on Crexy. Some of this stuff has different zonings. Nothing's close to this price I'm asking. But if you're on Crexy watching these, go look for apartments go here land and in the area. I would love to see what else is for sale. I can't find any other apartments go here. So we're having an auction. We don't know what the price of this stuff is, and we don't know what the value of it is. And we figure auction will be the best way to figure it out. And if nobody shows up, you can take off with it for cheap. If other people show up, the bidding happens and finds a market. And then we're done. And the property's sold, somebody buys it, we got happy people on both sides, and we move on to the next one, right? And so that's the story. So if you are interested in this property, 8 acres in Fayetteville, North Carolina, where you can build apartment complexes, please go check out this auction. Look at more details in the auction. I'll have a link in the description below. It'll take you back to Crexy, and you can talk to the different brokers and different people involved and see if this is the right one for you, and place a bid, and see you on the other side. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.